Let's fucking go. You are listening to the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up. I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't
It's not in the clip.
Yeah.
But I have talked about it before on the podcast.
Yeah.
I have said this. This is not a new position for me.
Yeah.
It's like some things are, and I will, and I'll attack anybody that I believe deserves to be attacked. But there's a difference if they're alive. You know, we can have a back and forth, and I'll call you a piece of shit if you are. But I don't have to celebrate your death if you pass. I just don't.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't celebrate when the two people, well, I think it was just the one woman that was the Minnesota legislator, that she was shot and killed, and I think there was somebody else that was shot, but they didn't die.
They made it through.
You know what I mean? And I condemned that violence, and I did not say, well, good riddance because of the policies that she believed in.
Yeah.
You know, I just didn't. When Obama dies, I won't do that. I won't cheer. I won't say it's about time.
Even Biden.
I won't say fuck that black guy, you know, because his skin color meant nothing to me.
Yeah.
It means nothing to me now. Just because somebody else wants it to mean something to me doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, liberals have a bad thing where they make their political identity their entire personality. Therefore, they assume that your entire personality is hinged upon your political identity. Yeah. Whereas we can separate the two. Like, just because you don't like somebody as a politician, their policies, what they say, they're still a human being. They have a family. They have people that, you know, do love them, and they love them as well. Like, they're humans at the end of the day. And liberals don't see it that way. They just see, oh, you disagree with X thing about me, you're a piece of shit and you deserve to die. That's like the sum of it.
Yeah. And it's just, I'm over the part where they act tough though.
Yeah, I know.
Or where they've tried to steal Snowflake from us.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. No. That's like if you're, you know, when you're in third grade, when somebody says, I know I am,
but what are you?
What are you? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, they try to get tough, but the second anybody got in either your face or my face about
said,
this,
come on.
I'm fucking ripping that septum ring right out of your nose. Like, I'm knocking you so hard, your hair goes back to its natural color. No more purple or blue for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm so over those fuckers and that kind of dumb shit. So,
have you ever seen the video of when like there was like those like extreme liberals? We're talking like trans, fucking septum ring, dyed hair, the outfit full get up, but they were all trying to learn how to shoot a gun. Did you ever see that video?
No.
Oh my God. It is the funniest fucking thing.
How do you shoot it like this?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it is dude, people had a fucking field day with this video because they're just like, you're gonna talk all this shit online and then that's how it's gonna look when you try to shoot a gun. You guys are fucked. You're incredibly fucked, much less who knows what it looks like without a gun. Like, what if you don't have a gun? It's going to be even worse. So, like, be careful what you say online to people because there may be a time that comes where it might bite you in the ass and you got to fucking man up.
Dude, I don't have to seek it out. I just know when the time comes, it will be brought to me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's how I feel about it. It'll be brought to me.
And the thing is, it'll be like you just trying to go about, just enjoy a beautiful day, you know, and people will start protesting or someone will make a big scene and then they'll fucking get in your face or touch you or whatever it is. And then that's when they have to fucking answer for that. And they don't want to. That's when they don't want police reform. That's when they want the cops involved.
Yeah. And you better have 100 friends.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm so over like people threatening online over shit like that. I don't get it, but like I see it happen a lot with you. So like indirectly, I'm just like, you people are you don't know what you're fucking asking for. Like you really don't. There's a difference between talking about it and there's a difference between being about it.
Yeah.
And the ones
having done it.
And the ones who talk about it almost never have ever done it.
No.
Ever. Because the ones that have done it, they don't need to talk. They know. They're at peace with that on the inside. My favorite quote from American Gangster, the loudest one in the room is always the weakest one in the room.
Yeah. And they are loud.
Yeah.
That's their favorite thing to
loud.
be is loud for sure. But But Lindsey Graham, who's gonna? I was surprised. Knew I said Monday it needed to be quick, and they came out where they were right on top of it.
Yeah, and I didn't.
And it was so quick that it's almost hard to believe because Lindsey's death was so sudden, right? And if it was so sudden, but yet, boom, they were so prepared of who they were going to announce was going to take his seat. There are definitely other people that would be qualified. And I'm not a fan of wives taking husband's seat, or if it would be a husband taking his wife's seat, unless they were both in the political game. If there was a wife that was a representative, even a state representative, and the husband was a senator. Because this doesn't happen in the House of Representatives. The governor doesn't pick anyone. And no, there is no vote, you idiots. It's not the same thing as the things you're trying to equate it to. This works for both sides. This is just what the rules are. Who was ever the governor picks someone. And then they set up the vote, special election or whatever, to finally fill that seat for its real term. So here's the thing, though. I don't see what her qualification is. Other than what I hear is Lindsey loved his sister deeply. She had a love for him that they had that doesn't sound like they had necessarily the greatest childhood. I believe the mother died really when they were young. And Lindsey had a lot to do with taking care of his sister, especially after he graduated from college. And he adopted his sister even, and did that for medical purposes, insurance and things like that.
Yep.
Which I don't have a problem with.
I mean, that happens
with
a lot.
that. I don't have a problem with any part of their relationship. And I would say the same things I'm saying now if it was a Democrat. And so I'm going to say the same things as a Republican. What in the world makes her qualified to take the remaining 6 months of his term? I really don't get it. I mean, I see, did she have kids? She might have had kids. I was trying to remember what else, but like there's nothing in anything I read where she went to college. And I don't believe you have to go to college, but there's nothing in there that, well, then she started a small business or she did anything. All I've gotten so far that she's done is be his sister. And senator, to me, senator is kind of a big deal. There's only 100 of them, and they're in for 6 years, and only 100. There can only be 2 at a time from any state. I mean, it's a very limited group of people. It's not that far removed from president.
Yeah.
In that way, the 45 and 47,
Yeah.
There's only so many. Well, we're still a young country. There's still only been so many senators.
Yeah.
And that's, quite an honor. I didn't like it. There was a daughter here. I forget her name. She had some low-level government position, but her dad died, and he had just won his re-election, and he died, so she ran for his office, and you have the name recognition. You have a blue district, and Democrats, making sure they're going to give enough money to beat the Republican, and they did. And we had the Republican on in an interview. I thought he was a good guy. But there again, just another situation where, you know, I'm just not for. I'm just not for that kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
think.
Comment from D Negger. She's just a placeholder, and is there to toe the political party line.
Yeah, you know what? But they could have got about anybody to do that. You know, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you give that position to someone that you think potentially can win that seat? Because then you get that look. You know, you already have that title of senator.
Mm-hmm.
You know, elect senator. Boom. You know. And you get to use that word because you just were there. Yeah, she's just a placeholder. She'll do whatever she's told.
That's basically what I was thinking.
I get that, but I still think you should have some kind of qualification, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy.
And this could be viewed as nepotism potentially.
Oh, it's not potential. It is. This is the very fucking definition of nepotism. This is exactly what it was.
Yeah.
No, there's no if, ands, or buts about it.
I mainly the first thing that came into my head was when you proposed that question was maybe just consistency in terms of what he would have wanted, just for like at least for the remainder. But again, like
that's pretty much known, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We know what the issues were.
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason I could think of, because like you said, as far as qualification, like there's not too much. I know nothing about her, absolutely nothing.
You know, something that just passed the House, and it's going to be combined with some other things, and it hasn't totally been passed yet through the Senate for us to get it. I think one of the greatest achievements that we can say that Trump will have done in his second term, if this is the only thing that he gets done now and over the course of the next 2 years, but it happens now because it's actually out there, is the stopping with the daylight savings time.
Yeah.
That's, because every year we talk about how stupid it is and how 80% of the country is for leave the clocks forward.
Yeah.
We want the most amount of daylight at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Leave the clocks forward. And we couldn't get that done. The fact that we can get something bipartisan done, that I think he should champion that as his greatest fucking achievement. And I know it seems stupid because it is. It is stupid. But, well, why hasn't it been done before?
Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
That's been something I've wanted done for a while.
Everybody has.
It was so dumb to just go back and forth like that at certain points of the year. It just makes no sense.
But this is one of the reasons we like Trump. Like, any of you motherfuckers could have done this at any other time for the last 20 years. So you can go back, to Biden, Obama, Trump's first term. You could go back to Bush. At any of those times, they could have done that, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And it's just something so easy and so simple and something the American people want. Do we have more important issues? Fuck yeah. But if we can't even just take care of the small shit sometimes, how the fuck are you going to take care of the big shit? Sometimes take care of one of the small things, just now and then for us, show that you do, realize that we exist here in flyover country. We're here. So,
well, getting enough people from both sides to agree on anything
exactly
is an accomplishment in itself. So that
100%.
Because there's some people that if it was anybody else, they'd agree with it. But the fact that it's Trump, they're like, no, I'm not going to.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And I can't wait to make videos about it after it passes, too.
Yep.
That how great Trump was, that this is the greatest accomplishment any president's had in the last 20 years. All right, this video came up, and it was from a TV station in L.A., and I just thought, it was just weird. And so I'm just sharing a weird video here on the podcast.
A stop at the busy intersection of Sunset and Edgemont in East Hollywood due to a man vandalizing a Waymo. Take a look at this.
Oh my God.
Police say they arrived to find a shirtless man on top of a Waymo in the middle of the intersection. This is video posted to the Citizen app.
Is he
The
yelling
man
at it
was
or
seen on the
puking on
crushed
it?
He's
windshield
yelling at
holding
it.
a bent windshield wiper while screaming at the sensor on the top of the Waymo.
He knows something we
Traffic
don't.
had to come to a full stop as the Waymo was stopped right in the middle of the street. It's still unclear if anyone was in the Waymo when that destruction started. Officers arrived on the scene and arrested that man for vandalism. Well, traffic came to a
Oh
stop
my
at the busy
Lord.
intersection of Sunset
Yeah, he
and
caved in
Edgemont
the
East
windshield and
Hollywood due to
everything.
a man
Dude, isn't that crazy?
I see, like, even if you just, this is like such the wrong way to go about something. Like, it's funny for us to watch, but you couldn't pick a worse. Like, you look like a fucking maniac screaming into a robot. Like, you're ripping it apart, screaming into it, and then you want people to listen to what you have to say.
Do you think his tinfoil hat fell off?
Yeah, it definitely fucking fell off for sure. I would like to know what his reasoning was for doing that. I really don't know why, but
Right.
I just think that's a terrible way to go about it. Like, there's better ways to fucking get your point across than that. Because now you got to pay for the damages. you're
Was
gonna
the
go to jail.
Waymo late to pick him up?
I said that. I could see that made him lose his job or something. I do like that first comment that you just scrolled past, though. Protect queer art. That is pretty fucking funny. Oh, maybe. Oh, as an Uber driver, thank you for your services. Yeah, I mean, maybe he was an Uber driver. He's just sick of
Well,
it.
if you go up, when somebody said, when are you going to ban having, Waymos and
Oh, yeah.
driverless cars? You're blaming the car?
Yeah, that's not the issue here.
Dude, like, get the fuck out of here. That's so stupid.
That's funny as fuck. Now. He's got to fight Skynet somehow. We need to hear both sides of the story before making a conclusion.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the Waymo side.
What is Waymo, huh?
Dude, the Waymo.
The Waymo's traumatized now.
Yeah, bro. Needs therapy now. What the fuck? That's fucked up. It's John Connor. I love all the Terminator references.
Just a Monday in Hollywood.
Honestly, like, the thing is, I want to know what happens, but this very well could come down to just him being a fucking tweaker. Like, that's
Yeah.
just based on the location.
But he's got his teeth.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
That could happen at any point, I guess. That's wild, though. I would never, like, I don't know. Do you have no, like, is there no such thing as shame, like embarrassment?
Dude, we got rid of that a long time ago.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I knew the answer to that. I don't know. I was hoping for a different one, I guess. Fucking nut jobs in California.
Yeah. Last but not least, we didn't do this one, did we? Oh yeah, let's do this. Even though it's out of order, because I fucked up. I just saw this. I don't like this at all. And as I read the headline, proposing, so it means to me that it's not something they can do maybe right now. Wouldn't this be something that would have to be negotiated with the players union?
Yeah, you would think so.
I mean, they just can't just out of the blue and it's the Olympics, man. Well, how can you force a player to play in the Olympics and then if he decides that he wants the rest or the recovery because his team has actually went deep into the playoffs the last 3 years, how can you force somebody to do that? Shouldn't we have a deep enough Major League Baseball teams that are deep enough to, to field, to me, the best team in the world without having to do this?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not as 100% certain on what the story is. So, like, they're saying that if they suspend their season
we'll have
midway
him
through
scroll
the
it
year.
down when he gets.
But I think what I read was that if they suspend them through midway through the year, they want to ensure that the players are actually playing. Because if they're just using that as a time for recovery or whatever it may be, time off, then that's when they're gonna start giving penalties. Am Am I understanding that correctly?
is for players who want to skip the Olympics.
Yeah.
So here it is: go to the Olympics or suffer the consequences. In a May proposal to the union, see, I was right. They do have to go through the union. Major League Baseball said it wants big leaguers to face an effective suspension longer than 3 weeks, a period that would last into the second half of the regular season if they are chosen to participate in the 2028 Olympics in LA, but skip out without an approved excuse. I mean, what agreement is there between Major League Baseball and the Olympics? And again, I'm getting paid to play Major League Baseball. Do I think it would be an honor to play for my country? 100%. But forcing someone, I'm not for forcing anyone anyway, no how. From as early as July 10th through August 3rd, 2028, players who choose not to play in the summer games would be on the restricted list without pay or service time per a copy of the proposal reviewed by the Athletic. Placement on the injury list would technically be an approved excuse, but with a wrinkle, such players would get pay and service time, but would not be able to return to regular season action until after the same day, August 3rd. Bruce Meyer, the head of the Players Association, called the league's proposal extreme. I agree that it is. Major League Commissioner Rob Manfred, meanwhile, said the proposal was made on the premise that the 2028 Summer Games are a unique opportunity to market the sport with our very, very best players. So I'm not for this at all, and I hope the players speak up because I'm going to guess that a lot of the players feel like I do, that it would be an honor, but if I choose not to, I choose not to, and to take away my funds for this, no, that's just.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sold on something like that too, but the way I'm viewing it is that the MLB is just purely looking at this as a business opportunity. That's all that really matters to them.
Well, and it is, and who says it wouldn't be? And how many players do you think are actually going to skip?
True.
You know what I mean?
Well, they aren't now.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
that's not necessarily the case
Yeah.
because it has to be approved, and I just can't see something like this being approved, and I don't even like the idea, honestly. I just don't even like the idea.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on it either. But I mean, I'm not the MLB commissioner. We're looking at it from like an entertainment and the players' standpoint. He's just looking at it as a business opportunity
Yeah, but
and longevity.
instead of coming at the players with a stick and you're saying this is important because the Olympics is going to be in LA, why don't you ask them, what can we do to incentivize you to play? Do something positive instead of making a threat. That just is that like we don't want to make you do this, but we really, especially for this particular Olympics, being in the United States, want to put the best show on that we can put on. What can we do to make sure that you would be a part of this? Have a conversation with the players.
Yeah.
Sit down with 5 or 6 of the great players, or sit down with each team has a union rep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sit down with a few of them and ask.
I wonder how much of this has to do with.
It's also a way to run a business.
Yeah, true. Yeah, talking to your employees about what's going on, but I wonder how much of it has to do with what is going to be likely the impending doom of the MLB strike that everybody's thinking is going to happen because of the whole salary cap thing. I wonder how much that plays a role here.
When is that?
A lot of people, the strike, it should be, I think it should be after this season or next season. No, it'll be after the next meeting for their CBA.
Is that in 27?
I think I want to say it's after this season that they have to. Yeah, so they have to go. It's set to expire at the end of this year. So they gotta fucking renegotiate after December 1st.
Yeah.
I just wonder how much that plays a role into why they're not so like caring about what the players think. I guess maybe that's why.
Again, it's still a good idea.
I agree.
You're going to want to make an agreement.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You know, you catch more flies with honey, that's for sure.
Yep. I mean, a 50-50 split of revenue is pretty good money.
Yeah, I mean, really, without getting into the nitty gritty, it's if we really want to pin the issue on somebody, it's the fucking owners. Like, every team gets like 200 million, like from the TV deal, and and you can use that for whatever. You can use it for player salary, or you can just fucking pocket it. Guess what? A lot of owners do. They fucking pocket that shit.
In Oakland, they do.
And like, yeah, like the teams that are competing and doing well, they're spending the money. These other teams aren't. So like without getting too deep into it, I think a lot of this is on the MLB owners, the franchise owners, and not paying, not wanting to pay more, because after that Soto deal, I don't know how you could possibly pay anybody more than that. I mean, damn near $1 billion.
Look, that owner made the deal.
Yeah.
You made the deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's on you. You didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
There are precedents set.
Mm-hmm.
And just like in Cleveland for football, they didn't have to pay him. That was the first fully guaranteed contract, $250 million to Deshaun Watson. They did not have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They could have signed him to a similar contract and had $150 million guaranteed, and it still would have been a huge contract, right? They fucked everybody.
Yeah.
Be mad at that owner or whatever, or
Well, yeah.
But you guys fucked yourselves. You put yourself in this position.
Yeah, it sets the market. It fucks the whole market up now.
Exactly.
Because now no one's gonna pay over $800 million to a player now. They're not going to. But players are gonna be like, well, Juan Soto got 800. Look at my numbers; they're comparative to his since he signed that contract. Why can't I get that much? And it's like, because that's a fucking ridiculous amount to pay a player who injuries might happen, like like talent drop off happens, production drop off happens. Like, it's like you said with the Browns, like they didn't have to, but the only way they could get him to come to Cleveland was like, this is fully guaranteed, and the rest of the NFL is like, fuck. Cardinals.
Right.
The Cardinals got fucked by that. They had to sign Kyler Murray to that big ass deal.
Yeah.
Now hindsight, they shouldn't, but at the time they believed he was their guy, and if they wanted to keep him, they had to pay it, or otherwise somebody else was going to.
For sure.
And it fucks the whole thing up. Yeah.
Especially when it's a contract, in the case of Cleveland, is given to somebody that's done okay, but still really hasn't delivered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Versus somebody who has, delivered.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that's why it's probably going to be a strike, because why would the players want to put a cap on how much they can make? I get that side 100%.
Well, there will be some kind of cap based on the revenue sharing, but that's, if it might not be 50-50. That's just, the owner's proposal. We'll have to see. But I didn't like that about the Olympics. So just thought I'd share my opinion. And I think that's good for today. I think we did good.
Yeah.
Solid, on point. Talked about some good shit. Make some good clips. Been on top of things with putting clips out there that are current and relevant. I like seeing that. That's really good. And he will be able to post on Facebook for me again today. I got a 1-day ban for telling a guy him and his ugly fucking cunt off. After I did that, after they said some things to me. If you start it with me, you're gonna get it. It is what it is.
You open the
You
door.
know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how it is. So fuck around and find out. All right, that's good. We're out of here. Much love, honor, and respect. This is the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah. Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back.